Good morning, party people. This is Jude Snowboarder here from Facebook. I just came across some interesting information about the price guides, all three of them, GPA, GoCollect, and Covrprice. That was kind of alarming to me. I recently bought a Nova 1 9.8 CBCS. I use GPA, so it doesn't look at CBCS data. It's just looking at CGC data. And the average CGC 9.8 was about $1,500. Last sale was about $1,500. So I got a CBCS for $900. Again, thinking worst case scenario, you can always get it in, send it in signed, Marv Wolfman. Hopefully it comes back a 9.8. And if it doesn't, maybe you lose a lot. But I started looking around at some auctions that were CBCS Nova 1. And one on eBay just ended, 900 minimum bid, and nobody bid on it. So I started wondering why, if that's a great price that I thought it was. So I still have an account with GoCollect and Covrprice. Covrprice is what feeds into CLZ. So on GoCollect, they break out CGC versus CBCS. And you can see on GoCollect, some of the low prices were like $500 for a CBCS 9.8, even though CGCs are selling for $1,500. That is dramatic. So either there's a perception that CBCS is a lower quality book, or there's some reality that they gave out more 9.8s that were supposed to be 9.6s, which is opposite of the reputation that CBCS had, at least in the past, when that one guy was there, who was the grading guru. I forget his name. And so GoCollect breaks out CGC and CBCS data. That means you have to have a subscription there. I don't have a subscription anymore. I just use the data that's free. But the problem that I don't like is that Covrprice that feeds data into CLZ, which is what everybody is using, their little quick, cheap trick on the CLZ app to try to get a fair market value. It looks to me, and I can't verify, but I do have a subscription to Covrprice. It looks to me like they're combining sales of CBCS and CGC to get their fair market value. Maybe at one point thinking that, hey, they're both graded. They even say it in there. These are slabbed grades. They don't break it out like GoCollect. It's not one or the other like GPA. It's a combination. So if you look at the Covrprice data, you have the $500 sales that was probably the CBCS, and you have the $1,500 sales that was the CGC, and they combine that and they give you an average of 750 or whatever the average is supposed to be. Because I think if you look in your CLZ app, the fair market value for 9.8 is like $800 or $900. So if there's thousands and thousands of people around the world using CLZ, using their data to look at fair market values, it's going to be less than what it actually is in GPA. It's going to be less than what the actual values will be for CGC. It's going to be mixing in all the cheaper CBCS books. That means people aren't going to be buying more. They're going to want everything cheaper, and it's going to lower the market across the board. If people are believing that Covrprice data is accurate, that's problematic in a big way. And I've already talked about the problems of the prices for Covrprice not being accurate to the CLZ guys. And we went through and looked at example after example. And maybe now I know why it's so much lower. It's not that they're just missing data, that they're combining it with CBCS data, which I hadn't realized that CBCS data had fallen so much. I knew it used to be like 10 to 20% lower, but we're looking at 50 to 75% lower. Is that accurate? Tell me what you think. What does your research show? We got to figure this out, because we're all on different pages of what fair market value is, and dramatically different pages. And that's only going to hurt the community if we don't know the differences between these three different price guides. Anyways, let me know what you think. Happy hunting, guys.